Hi friends, welcome. Today's we see the banking terms, important banking terms. Number one, NEFT, NIFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer. NEFT, NIFT is an electronic means to transfer money from one bank to another or within the same branch. The funding and the bank. NEFT charges and the minimum amount that can be transferred may vary. Number two, RTGS, real-time gross settlement. RTGS is a fund transfer technology used by banks for same bank or interbank fund transfer. Contrasting NEFT or RTGS, transferring funds with RTGS is a instantaneous and more nominal with regard to the cost incurred. Number 3, KYC. KYC means Know Your Customer. Is a procedure that all banks undergo in order to establish the correct identity of a customer. This is to ensure that no fraudulent operations are taking place in the bank. Number 4, Electronic Clearing Service, ECS. This is a technology used by banks wherein a certain amount of money is directly debited from your account on a specified date every month towards the payment of your loan, mutual fund account, etc. Number 5, Processing Fee. In order to process a loan application of a customer, banks usually charge a fee is known as processing fee. Number 6, Routing Number. This is a number that can identify your bank based on the geographical location of the institution. Bigger banks may have several routing numbers while smaller ones have only one. Number 7, Base Rate. This is the minimum rate of which a bank can lend to its customer. It cannot lend below the base rate. All interest rates determined for various loans will be used the base rate as the benchmark. Number 8, Linked Accounts. Linked account, an account that is linked to your account for the purpose of fund transfer is called a linked account. Number 9, Cashback. Cashback is an offer provided primarily by credit card companies where they offer some amount of money back to the cardholder that he or she has spent on the cards. Each spent made on the card will be rewarded with points, and the pins can later be redeemed for money. Number 10, Balance Transfer. This is a credit payment option for people using more than one credit card. Like the name suggested, balance transfer is when you transfer the balance of one credit card to another. This is useful when a card holder is unable to make full payment on his air card, or if the second credit card offers a lesser rate of interest. Number 11, Collateral. Any security provided to the bank in exchange for a loan is known as collateral. A collateral can be in the form of land, gold, etc. This is called a secured loan and is less risky than an unsecured loan for the lender. In case of secured loans, the lender may auction off the collateral if the borrower fails to pay off his loan. Number 12, Credit History. Credit history is the past behavioral patterns of a customer with regard to loans. A credit bureau will collect the information of all of a customer and then translate it to a number between 300 to 900. This is known as your credit score, and the higher the credit score, the better your chances are to avail a loan or a credit card. Number 13, Fixed Rate. A fixed rate is when the rate of interest for a loan remains constant throughout the entire tenure. Number 14. Documents fee. Before lending money, lenders have to gauge the credit worthiness of a customer. Customers will usually be charged for this service, also known as documentation fee. Number 15. Floating rate. Floating rate is opposite of a fixed rate. A floating rate of interest or interest rate that changed during the tenure of the loan. These interest rates charges as per the changes of interest rate in the economy. Number 16. No frills account. This is a rudimentary savings account that requires no minimum balance to enjoy benefits like not banking, online fund transfer, etc. Number 17. MICR code. This is a 9-digit code found in the bottom right hand corner of a check leaf. This code varies from bank to bank and it is an acronym for the magnetic ink character recognition. Number 18. Compound interest. Compound interest is simple interest is the interest earned on a deposit. Compound interest is interest earned on the deposit plus the interest earned on the same deposit previously. For example, if you have deposit Rs 1 lakh into a bank and the bank promises to you pay 10% interest, you will earn on the interest of Rs 10,000. The next year, however, you will be receiving an interest Rs 1,10,000, i.e. the initial amount deposited plus the interest earned on the amount. Number 19. APR. Annual percentage rate. APR is the yearly interest you earn by depositing your money into an account. This does not take into the consideration of the compound interest. Number 20. Overdraft fee. In the event that you run out of money in your account, certain banks under certain schemes allow you to withdraw more money than you have in your account. This is loan in a sense and the bank will charge you a fee and repayment. This fee is called overdraft fee. Number 21. Returned item fee. Return item fee is in a cash check as bounced due to insufficient funds or another reasons. The account holder will be penalized with a fee. This fee is called returned item fee. Number 22. Liquidity. The ability to sell an asset in the market without affecting its price is called liquidity. Number 23. Monetary policies. This refers to rules and regulations that the Reserve Bank of India have put in place in order to standardize banking procedures in the nation. Number 24. Plastic money. This is a reference to currency used by individuals other than hard cash. Mostly it is used to refer to the debit card and credit cards. Number 25. Bank rate. This is the rate of interest that RBI levies on banks if they wish to borrow money. Number 27. Cash reserve ratio, CRP. RBI has mandated all banks to maintain a certain percentage of the total bank deposit in cash. This percentage with regard to the total deposits is called cash reserve ratio, CRR. Number 28. Base point. This is 100th of a percentage. This is usually used to indicate change in the interest rates. Number 29. Statutory liquidity ratio, SLR. The minimum reserve required by the bank to maintain the form of gold is called statutory liquidity ratio. Number 30. Capital gain. This is a profit or gain attained by a bank by sale of investment or properties. Number 31. Debtor. A debtor is an individual or organization that owes money to the bank or any other financial institution is called debtor. Number 32. APY. Annual percentage yield. APY is the percentage of interest you gain on interest every year, excluding compound interest. This is the same as your annual percentage rate, APR. Number 33. Joint account. A joint account is an account where the two or more people have equal rights and liabilities of a single account. Number 34. Credit rating. This is an assessment of an individual's past credit history equated into a number between 300 and 900. This is usually the main determination of whether an individual attains a loan or not. Credit bureaus collect this data on all individuals that have a history of credit. Number 35. Bank Ombudsman. A bank ombudsman is an authority to look into the complaints if in case other modes of complaints have not worked out for the customer. Number 36. Mobile banking. Availing banking service with the help of a mobile phone is referred to as mobile banking. Number 37. Microfinance. A small loans provided to the poor in urban, rural and suburban parts of the country in order to help them raise their income level is known as microfinancing. Number 38. Linked accounts. Linked account is an account that is linked to your account for the purpose of fund transfer is called to a link account. Thank you for watching. I hope you help for something this information. If you like this video, please share, like and subscribe.